Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Renaissance Weekly. So glad you could join us. For those who don't know what the Renaissance Club is a non-profit rehabilitation clubhouse for adults with mental illness. We are your co-anchors. I'm Michael Closey, and this is Michael D'Annunzio. Hello, Mike. What do we have on the show today?
Hello, Mike. I'm glad you asked. Today on the show, we have my interview with Ren Club member Ashley Cormier. Also, an employment update with Chris Pullman.
Hey, Ted.
Thanks, Mike. Hello. This is your employment update. My name is Chris Polnick. The employment unit helps people find jobs that are satisfying and meaningful, along with giving people a sense of community. There are three types of employment: independent employment, traditional employment, and supported employment. People find jobs depending on their particular type of employment they need. Over the past year, jobs here at the club have been picking up and improving. I work at Colburn School, Colburn Apartments, and I have 3 shifts a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My job description is maintenance. The Salvation Army is a transitional type of employment that just started on November 12th. And the pod is an opportunity the club offers, which is a year-round job for clubhouse members. These are 2 of the most popular jobs here at the Renaissance Club. Well, that's all I have for employment today. Back to you, Mike.
But first, we have got our weather report from our very own weatherman, Walter Velligore. Walter, let's go with the weather.
Thanks, Mike. Mostly cloudy with a high of 41 and a low of 28 today. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a high of 42 and a low of 27. Wednesday, partly cloudy with a high of 45 and a low of 34. Thursday, showers with a high of 48 and a low of 34. Friday, sunny with a high of 46 and a low of 30. Now back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Walter.
Today is November 21st, and if you have a birthday today, you celebrate with the likes of American actor Joseph Campanella, turns 92, American actress Goldie Hawn, turns 71, founder of Men's Warehouse, George Zimmer, turns 68, Gary Phil from the Boston, turns 66, international recording superstar Bjork turns 51, former Dallas Cowboys quarterback and sportscaster Troy Aikman turns 50, American race car driver Ken Block turns 49, Sean Shamel, best known as the voice of Goku from the Funimation dub of Dragon Ball Z series, turns 48, former Seattle Mariner and retired baseball player Ken Griffey Jr. turns 47, former New York Giants football player and current talk show host Michael Strahan turns 45. WWE divas Nikki and Brie Bella turn 33. Carly Rae Jepsen, singer of the hit song Call Me Maybe, turns 31. Oh, and Harold Ramis, best known for the Ghostbusters films, would have been 72 today.
Oh, and it's National Adoption Day. Adoption became an official legal process, and not just an informal practice, in the 1850s. And over the last 150 years, the institution has evolved and changed along with society. Today, about 135,000 children are adopted in America every year from the foster care system, private domestic agencies, and family members from other countries. 1 out of every 25 U.S. families with children have an adopted child. Roughly 40% of adoptions are from the U.S. foster care system. There are 107,918 foster children eligible for and waiting to be adopted. 81.5 million Americans have considered adoption. 500 of these adults adopted, every waiting child in the foster care would have a permanent family. Every year, about 23,000 children age out of foster care without finding a permanent family. Only 2% of children who age out of the foster care will go on to obtain a college education. 80% of the prison population comprises adults who were in the foster care system at some point in their childhood. Of same-sex couples raising children, 19% have at least one adopted child. Women who have never used infertility treatment are 10 times more likely to have adopted. Adoption costs can range from $0 to more than $40,000.
Wow, that's some interesting facts. Today is also International World Television Day. In December 1996, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed November 21st as World Television Day, celebrating the date on which the first World Television Forum was held.
I was not aware of that.
That leads us into our next topic, On This Date in History with Michael Closey.
Thanks, Mike. Today in history, in 1920, Plymouth colony settlers signed the Mayflower Compact. In 1789, North Carolina ratifies the United States Constitution and is submitted as a 12th state. In 1791, Colonel Napoleon Bonaparte is promoted to general and commander-in-chief in the armies of the French Republic. In 1877, Thomas Edison announces his invention of the phonograph, a machine that can record and play sound. In 1920, Irish War of Independence, in Dublin, 31 people are killed in what became known as Bloody Sunday. This includes 14 British informants, 14 Irish civilians, and 3 Irish Republican Army prisoners. In 1922, Rebecca Latimer Felton of Georgia takes the oath of office, becoming the first female United States Senator. 1945, Tweety Bird, aka Tweety Pie, debuts in Tale of Two Kitties, directed by Bob Clampett. 1964, the Verrazano Narrows Bridge opens to traffic. At the time, it is the world's longest suspension bridge. 1969, President Richard Nixon and Japanese Premier Eisaku Sato agreed in Washington, D.C. on the return of Okinawa to Japanese control in 1972. In 1969, the first permanent ARPANET link is established between UCLA and SRI, the precursor to the Internet. 1976, Rocky, directed by John G. Alvinson, starring Sylvester Stallone, premieres in New York. In 1989, the law banning smoking on most domestic flights is signed by U.S. President George H.W. Bush. In 1992, a major tornado strikes the Houston, Texas area during the afternoon. Over the next 2 days, the largest tornado outbreak ever to occur in the U.S. during November spawns over 100 tornadoes before ending on the 23rd. In 1998, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, one of the most successful and influential video games of all time, was released in Japan. And in 2012, at least 28 are wounded after a bomb is thrown onto a bus in Tel Aviv.
I was not aware of those dates in history. Thanks, Mike. Mike, here at the Renaissance Club we do a lot of work, but we also combine work with pleasure, which is where our social events come into play.
Yes, in fact, here's Kathy Closey with a social update.
Thanks, Mike. Hello, everyone. This past week in social, we had our big Thanksgiving Day luncheon on Thursday from 12 to 1 o'clock. That evening, the game was charades, plus we used our PS4. On Friday, we played Clubhouse Jeopardy. On Saturday, Chelsea took a group of members to Chunky's Movie Theater. Coming up this week for social, we have Thanksgiving Day with Kate on Thursday, then Black Friday with Nick, and finally a social drop-in with Larry on Saturday. All 3 of those days, the club will be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That wraps up the social update for the week. Now back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Kathy.
Speaking about Clubhouse, it is now time for my interview with Gwen Club member Ashley Cormier. Hello and welcome to Member Spotlight. I'm Mike D'Angelo. Today I have Renaissance Club member Ashley Cormier with me. Hello Ashley, and welcome to the show.
Hello, Mike.
So Ashley, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a single mom of a wonderful little boy. I enjoy cooking, spending time with my friends, writing poetry when I can. I'm a big sports fan. I love watching the Bruins play and also the LA Kings. I do like football a little bit. I'm just slowly getting into it, but I just love being here.
Nice. And how long have you been a member here at the Renaissance Club?
Almost 4 months now.
4 months. And do you enjoy it?
Yes, I do. I love coming here when I can.
How did you find out about Renaissance Club?
That's easy. You, Mike, introduced me to come here.
Oh yes, that's right, I did do that. So, what do you do here at the Renaissance Club?
You'll find me mainly in the kitchen with Davy cooking for the clubhouse with lunches. If there's a clubhouse meeting, if we have to make like sweets, I love to cook and make cookies, cupcakes, anything. You name it, I love to cook.
Oh, and what are some of the recipes that you do cook?
Well, we've made chicken cordon bleu, we've made cookies, brownies. Right now, we're making cupcakes to sell for the holidays. Around, we're also prepping for Thanksgiving to serve here at the clubhouse. Kielbasa.
How has the Renaissance Club helped you with your recovery?
It's helped me come more out of my shell, be more social. I'm usually a shy person. I don't like to be around new people or hang out or do anything with others since I don't really feel like I want to be judged. But coming here, it's like, I just love it. It's helped me more out of my self.
How would you describe Clubhouse to you in your own words? What do you think Clubhouse is?
Clubhouse is a fun place to come where pretty much everybody will learn to know your name, and you can do stuff here and just hang out and form great social friendships.
Kind of like Cheers, huh?
Yep.
Everybody knows your name. And my final question is, if Godzilla, King Kong, the Loch Ness Monster, and Bigfoot had a fight, who do you think would win?
Well, I would have to say the Loch Ness Monster. Being from Lowell and all, and with the former hockey team we had here, the Lowell Loch Monsters, Loch Ness Monster, that's where I put my money on.
That's kind of funny. Last week, Kelly picked King Kong, so that brings the total to Loch Ness Monster 1 and King Kong 1. Godzilla and Bigfoot are still at 0. Well, thanks for joining me today, Ashley.
You're welcome, Mike.
If you, or someone you know lives in the Lowell area, is 18, is diagnosed with the mental illness, come on by the Renaissance Club, which is located at 176 Walker Street on the 2nd floor. Or call us at 978-454-7944 and ask to speak to Elaine or Betty. Remember, Clubhouse works.
Now let's take a look at my clubhouse spotlight. Hi, this is Michael Closey with my clubhouse spotlight with the kitchen unit. Here we have Kelly and Larry. What are you two making?
Making chocolate chip cookies today.
Chocolate chip cookies.
From scratch, and I'm very new to this. Kelly gonna show me how to make them.
So I'm gonna add my butter first, and then to my butter I'm gonna add my sugar. That's called creaming. You mix them together.
Looks delicious, let me tell you.
So this process takes a little while because you have to get the butter all mixed in with all the sugar.
Understandable. So we are making cookies for our clubhouse. So we can get gifts for our members. It's gonna be a very amazing time. And this is my first time baking with the one and only Kelly. So she's like my teacher right now. Mix it up, Kelly, you can do it.
So that's what creamed butter looks like.
Nice.
Next I'm going to add the eggs. Mix them in.
Get nice and watery.
Keep asking the brown sugar.
Oh,
What's Kelly?
you put brown sugar in.
Oh, you do, I do. It brings a richer flavor to it.
Ah, I see.
Plus, who doesn't like brown sugar?
Certainly makes it its color change in appearance there.
Yes, absolutely. It brings it from a yellow to a golden brown.
The flavor will be amazing, I guarantee.
You can go ahead and put your dry ingredients into the mixing bowl.
Thank you. It's already smelling good too.
Going to add the vanilla.
That's vanilla extract.
Vanilla extract, yes. And now I'm going to use Larry's dry ingredients and I'm going to add them a little bit at a time. Mix them together to stiffen up our batter.
It's a
Now,
slow progress.
why do you do it a little at a time?
If you do it too much, you can overwhelm your eggs and your consistency will be off.
Oh. That seems very important.
Oh Mike, have you ever baked before? Cookies from scratch?
Yeah, some time ago. It's been a long while.
These are the best cookies you ever had. I guarantee when it's done.
We have a lot of promises there.
We believe in ourselves. I believe in Kelly.
That's very good.
So now I'm going to add some more. This is also a good arm workout.
Exercising, I could use more of that.
Whoa!
And we had a mishap.
It happens sometimes. It's okay, flour everywhere. We'll clean up later.
Maybe you give Larry a chance to do some mixing.
Why don't you do some more?
It's fine.
Just trying to get all that flour mixed in.
It is a workout. I feel like I'm exercising right now.
I'm going to give you the rest of this.
Yep, and then we'll mix it up to make the final.
And then the only ingredient we have left that we need to add is our chocolate chips when that's all mixed in.
That's the best part. Who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies without real chocolate chips?
Now that's not semi-sweet, or is it?
These are semi-sweet chocolate morsels. Use the semi-sweet because
Available at your local grocery store.
use the semi-sweet because the batter's already so sweet you don't want too much chocolate. I'm gonna add some chocolate chips.
Good.
I want you all to see this beautiful creation. And smells delicious. Ah, it's making me want a cookie right now. So Kelly, how long have you been baking for?
I've been baking since I was little with my grandmother. Everything was made from scratch.
Really?
So, yeah.
I'm very new to scratch. I only buy half baked stuff.
Whoa.
Extra chocolate
A
chips.
lot of chocolate.
Lots of chocolate
That's how I
chips.
love it. Be nice and chocolatey.
Now, is it at all safe to eat raw cookie dough?
They say it's not, but
You
I
can.
always have.
I have too. And I'm still kicking.
Just to prove the point.
And she lives. So, yep, this is a product. Delicious chocolate chips and taste.
Tastes awesome.
Thank you for joining us.
So how many cookies does this make about there?
This usually makes about 5 dozen 3-inch cookies, but you can never really be completely sure how many you're gonna get.
Let's see. So, how long does it usually take to cook them?
It usually take about 13 to 15 minutes,
Wow, that's fast.
and they come out nice and crispy and beautifully soft. You cook it on 350 in the oven on a cookie sheet like this. We
Make
have
sure
a
you
huge
spray
one.
it.
Yes,
Yeah, don't want them sticking, that's for sure.
you definitely don't. That's how they burn.
Yeah,
If you burn cookies, you might not be cool.
definitely not. You just spread them out, make sure that when they grow, they don't touch each other.
Yep.
If they do touch, actually, you can use a spatula and just like go like ch-ch, and they separate very easily. Cookies are the easiest thing to make. So if anyone at home want to make homemade cookies from scratch, you should do it. It takes honestly about 20 minutes altogether.
But if they do, they won't be needing to buy yours.
True. And ours is delicious.
So how many do you figure you're gonna fit on this pan?
The one Larry has is probably gonna be the last one for this pan.
Most likely.
So about 15 to 18 per sheet.
Per sheet. Yep, that's about average.
Yep.
A little extra love there.
We'll fix it up.
I'm gonna take them and go put them in the oven.
Wait, let's fix our little baby problem. Our little baby cookie.
All right. We'll see them when they're all nice and done. So you've taken the cookies out of the oven. How long did it take?
It's been about 13 minutes since I put them in.
Okay, I see you're putting them on. What would you call this?
This is a cooling rack.
Cooling one.
Because if you keep them on the sheet tray, they continue cooking because the tray is still hot.
Ah, that makes sense.
So that's a good way to dry out your cookies.
Yes.
And can I just say they smell delicious from right here? I can
Indeed.
smell them.
They look delicious too.
They will be delicious, I guarantee.
Larry, should we try one?
I say we should.
Delicious.
You mind if I have one?
Please help yourself.
What do you think?
It'll work.
So, if you want some delicious cookies to talk to people, we have prices. You want to read that? So if anyone wants cupcakes and cookies, please call the Renaissance Club and we will be glad to make them for you.
Thank you, Kelly and Larry. Now, that was my spotlight of the kitchen unit of the Renaissance Club. Now back to the studio.
Fascinating interview with Kelly and Kevin.
Sure was.
Hey, Mike, how do you get holy water?
I don't know, Mike. How do you get holy water?
You boil the hell out of it.
Well, that's all the time we have today. I'm Michael Pelosi.
And I'm Michael D'Annunzio.
Thanks for joining us once again here at Renaissance Weekly. Remember, folks,
Life always offers you a second chance. It's called tomorrow.